Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andrew, and welcome on back to the Green Peaks International scenario. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am having a fantastic day. And today in this airport, I think we got a couple of things that we can actually get done here before we actually get too far into the video. One, I did let the game run for a couple minutes before starting to record. Why? So that way we can go ahead and get the ATC tower, which is what we need in order for us to go ahead and build or actually to go ahead and accept more flights, which is exactly what we're going to do right now. We're going to have that be as urgent priority, even though there is nothing else currently being built at the moment, but we are still going to have that be as so. Now, with that in mind, that is going to enable us to go ahead and get more than just the 10 flights maximum per day. I don't think that there is any maximum once when you have the ATC tower. It's just based on how many you can fit all at one flight or one gate. Now, with that in mind, I am most likely going to have to rotate my staff to be a 24-hour based staff instead of a like 20 to 16 hour staff or something like that. I'm not 100% certain. I haven't taken a look at the schedule. Now, as of the time that I'm recording this, this is following the release of episode 3. So any feedback or comments that was relayed, I will be able to take a look here. Give me just a sec. And from what I can see here, I do not have any comments that was left from me at this time. So if you guys by chance do have any comments and they have and you like mentioned them in like a previous episode, go ahead and drop them down inside of this episode so that way I can go and address them as quickly as possible for you. If not, then I maybe may get to them at the latest I can get to them would be for the next episode on Wednesday. Now, one thing I do want to quickly mention is that for those who have been keeping up with the airports DLC, like breakdown trailers, I am a bit interested in what we're going to do with that. So I'm going to kind of go into detail about this. I know it's not even related to SimAirport, but I'm still going to discuss it because I kind of like the idea a lot. And what I'm thinking is that once when we're done with the Green Peaks International scenario, which to be fair, we're not going to be taking much longer. Right now, we are on day 9. We have 23 flights out of our total of 100 that we need. We need to step up on that, by the way. And then we only have $75,000 remaining on our loan. We need to go and drop that down as well. We need to make sure that both of those are completed before before day 15, or 8 hours into it, that is. So as long as we can get to that margin, I think we'll be good. Now, something that I didn't quite catch when I was starting the scenario back on episode 1 is that when I had subscribed to this scenario, it had mentioned that, and I kind of nervously am blaming myself for this, it had mentioned that you're only restricted to the one airline gate. Now that in of itself, I don't like, but at the same time, it is meant to be a challenge-based scenario. So with that said, we are going to do everything that we can with our current aircraft stand to see what we can do with it. Now, there's not much that we can do, to be honest with you, aside from like doing regular expansions. We can possibly work on the like area down here and get like some research going. And then when we're done with the scenario, we can actually sell the airport and then go and create a from scratch airport after that point, which if I take a look, well, I can't take a look because I don't got a CFO. Speaking of which, we can actually hire said CFO. So I am going to do that. And then, oh, we have to wait until they actually come on to the property. Dilly. They're going to get dropped off and go straight into the CFO's office, which let's just take a look here. If I take a look at profit and losses, it says that we're making 13,000 in a loss on a daily. Now, mind you, that is with the fact that we did go and just buy the ATC tower. Now, that is going to be different. That means that we're going to be making roughly 20,000 a day. Yeah, roughly 20,000 a day. We're going to want to step that up a lot. Now, there are two ways that we can go and step that up aside from just increasing flights, which, speaking of flights, I'm going to add in a couple while I'm talking about this. So, a couple of things that we can do. Let's see here. I want to go to large aircrafts. Spark jet. No, you guys have too low of a satisfaction rating. I'm going to accept all three of you, actually. Well, no, hold up. Accept that one, accept that one. Ford Air. So 745, you come in at 8. Now I have most of these in the length of about 2 hours. I think that I might need to change that timing. Yeah, I might need to change that timing. Okay. So I do know that this first flight right here, the Aerotime Flight 2809, that flight took about an hour and 10 minutes when I loaded up the save and let it run for a little bit. We're perfectly fine there. I don't mind that. You were about the same, which if I take a look here, yeah, you took just about an hour, which is fine. You, however, took about an hour and 20 minutes. And that's for 140 passengers. That's pretty decent, to be fair. So I think that should be fine. Now, Ford Air's flight right here, that's a 250. Did I have the 250 be... No, a 250 is just a standard, like, 2-hour period. Now, that's 250 as well. That's a 315. Okay, so in total, there is only going to be 1 hour of, like, no flights whatsoever. I think we can make that work. 12 flights in total. I think we can make that work. I can possibly shuffle the flights along to see what I can do. But I think that we're gonna be a little bit restrictive with what we can do. Possibly get another morning flight. Let's get Aerotime CRJ. That would be... what would that be? That would be the Bombardier. We can use the CRJ for the small... Yeah, we can put that there. Since it's a 75, I'm actually going to just drop it down to be an hour and 30-minute time slot. Followed by the 250. Oh boy. I'm going to get rid of the time in between flights. That might just help us out a bit. That's another 250 right there, so that's fine. We can get another night flight in. Rexicana. You guys don't have good satisfaction with us right now, but that's fine. B767, which is Boeing 767, 250. We can do that. I think we can. We'll leave that with the 2-hour time window. And that leaves us an half-hour stretch between trips. Oh my goodness. And that's a total of... What is that? 3, 6, 9, 12... 15 flights. We should be able to finish the scenario with 15 flights before day 15. At least if I'm thinking of that correctly. Now, the scenario is saying that we currently have, if I move the window here, we currently have 25 of our total 100 fulfilled. That's not bad. I am going to go ahead and adjust the staff schedule here to go and match a little bit. Let's see. I might as well just do split schedule all day. It will go and cost us more in the long run, but I think it might just be more beneficial. Now that's a 250 right there. We would need to have all lanes running on it. Same for a Ford Air and Rexicana. So yeah, we're going to need to have split schedule all day long. Oh boy. That's just going to cause a lot of issues. Well, not necessarily a lot of issues. It's going to cost us more money than issues. But that's fine. I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal to worry about. But I am going to have it, the AN right here. where it's pretty much going to signify when that is going to have somebody there. Let's just go over here. Everyone's there. Let's shift. There we go. Okay, so that's fine. We can work with that for our security staff. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, this was something else that I wanted to check. So if we take a look at the finance tab and we go into airport value, we could, at least once when we are done with the scenario that is, sell off the actual airport. But then of course we have to have been running the airport for, we have to, one, finish the airport, and two, we also have to have run the airport for like 15 days and have a minimum airport value of 1 million. Which, one, we do already have that minimum airport value. And by the time we finish the scenario, which hopefully if it's day 15, then we'll be in the clear. If not earlier, then we'll have to run it a couple days beforehand. If not, then I will go ahead and wait at that point for feedback at all. If we should just go and start a from scratch airport, or like sell off this airport and then create a new one. Either way, I think it would be pretty good. I know that also, by a chance that you guys are most likely hearing my voice peak a lot inside of this video. That's because I have my mic less than 2 inches away from me, which may or may not cause some weird audio issues in the future. Most likely, Editor Leo will have to take care of that later. Yay. Anyway, aside from the trials and tribulations that my editor self will be going into later on in the video, let's take a look at what we can do though. Now, something that I mentioned is I want to focus on making a bit more money. One thing that we can do is we can go ahead and build some retail slots. Some of them being like a snack shack, dessert kiosk. One that I do commonly like to use is the coffee kiosk, because one, you don't need a kitchen for it, and two, you can have like maximum of 3 staff there, which I don't mind at all. Okay. So let's see here. The coffee kiosk is about 15,000. I need to get another bit of money, please. Please, more money. More money, please. Okay, I think that's all that aircraft. There we go. Thank you. That's all I needed. Oh, fricker fracker. Well, we're playing the waiting game this time around, aren't we? Okay, thank you. I'll take that money. Thank you. Okay. Now, I did want to actually mention this as well, is that before I was actually starting to record this episode, I was actually messing around a lot inside of Airport CEO. For those who are unfamiliar, I have played a few games worth of Airport CEO. Oh, fire has started. No! Here's the fire trucks. They're coming inside. And they're coming in. Oh, also, I totally forgot. I already have a coffee kiosk. Whoopsie. Sorry about that. Oh, that's a lot of fire. There we go. Let's do it this way then. Let me come over here real quick. Which one of you is the actual coffee kiosk? Oh, I don't think they actually like brought it over yet. Whoops. Let's see. I know it's over here. Ah, there it is. It's only gonna give me half the cost back. Eh. Okay, well, let's see. Retail. We can go and get a like newsstand. That would work. And I can just place it right there. That would be okay. I'm gonna get another retail worker for that, so that way they can man that post. Let's go and get a phone charging station as well, because I know that these actually get quite a lot of attention actually. I can only purchase one right now because of how expensive they are, but I think they can go over there. And let's see, there's a sushi kiosk. Requires an assigned kitchen to make them. Pizza joint. Kitchen. Snack shack. No. None of the actual like retail kiosks actually can work on their own. Oh, one thing that we can use is the bar. Ooh, okay. So maybe we could go and use the bar then. That is going to cost us about 29,000, but I think that should be okay. It will be an extra source of income, more or less. Now we have the bathrooms down up here. Down here, we only have the electrical, which maybe getting an electrical system put in place would be okay. However, I'm not too confident with that right now. Let's see. People are in queue and coming upstairs. Now we should be having a flight arrive momentarily, which is the first flight of the day, being the Afford Air at 1 a.m. So they should be inbound momentarily, which if I'm correct, they should be coming in from this direction. Let's see. There we go. Yep, just that. So there's our Fort Air. They're going to have 25 baggage to unload. How many passengers is that going to be? 110 passengers. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Do you have all 110 up here? I doubt it, but I guess you can try. Also, I'm going to just extend the hours for our retail staff. Have you start at like 2 a.m. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. And that's a lot of people leaving. Okay. Pretty much everyone that's currently, like, in this area is currently waiting for this flight. So that's good. Welcome on back, ladies and gentlemen. So, a couple days have actually gone by in-game. Not, of course, in real life, that is. And a few things have actually happened. Real quick, I do want to go ahead and recap something that did end up happening there between clips. Between clips, what ended up happening is that I had ran the game for way too long and had inadvertently, like, failed the challenge or failed the actual scenario. Unfortunately, though, when it did happen, I was actually away from my desk, and at one point after it happened, the game crashed, which was odd. I don't know why it crashed, because I didn't see the error message pop up. I just saw that when I came back to my computer, the game was completely closed out, and I was like, what the hell? Kind of a bit weird in that case, to be honest with you. But with that said, I have been working diligently to complete the scenario. Now, in between clips, I did go and finish up getting the loan fully repaid, so we are done there. And we are currently sitting at 89 out of 100 planes serviced. Now, you guys may be wondering, well, it's day 14 and you're supposed to have 100 flights done by the end of the day. However, there is a caveat to that. The caveat is that I need to have it completed by day 15, but it can be completed before 8 a.m. So that's what I am going to do. With that in mind, I went ahead already and did this. I readjusted the schedule so that way I had 4 flights all before 8 a.m. that would finish up. And if I go and take a look at my counts here, my count just went, is going to go up to 90 as soon as this one takes off. Yeah, that one just take off. There it goes. And we have about 6 more flights remaining for today, plus the 4 that will be early in the morning. That will make a total of 10. We will be completing the scenario in this video, which is a little bit disappointing, to be honest with you. I thought that this scenario would last for a bit longer. Granted, the scenario itself had the challenge of using only 1 aircraft stand, but it's not too big of a deal either way. Now there is our next flight. Aero time. Also, I don't know why, but it always comes down to here. Okay. Interesting. Okay, with that said, because we only have 10 flights remaining, I am going to cut to once when midnight hits, and we'll go ahead and recap. Okay, so now we are back. It's just a little bit past midnight, and we are going to be able to complete all of the objectives in this clip now. Because of the fact that we have 4 flights that are scheduled before 8 a.m., we will have all of our objectives completed. Now, I believe that they're doing maintenance right now. Yes, I wish that they go ahead and hurry that up a bit quicker because I do want a flight to go and land like immediately. Oh boy, this may cause issues. Okay, there we go. That's fine. I am allotting only like 1 hour worth for maintenance, just so that way it's not like causing a huge backlog. But I think that should be fine. So there's that. Now, something that I am debating, and I'm just mentioning this because this is the last video for SimAirport of the Green Peaks International scenario. What I am debating, though, is if I want to revisit Airport CEO. Now, some of you who are familiar with the game will also know that I had done 3 series of it, so I may end up just compressing those series down into just one complete series, and then this is just going to be a brand new one. I don't see any problem with that, to be honest with you. I have been actually messing around a lot with Airport CEO, so it might be something on my radar, but I am still not certain, as I'm still working out what it is I want to do in Airport CEO. That hasn't actually been done yet. That is what I'm greatly concerned about. Okay, so Aerotime 2809 is currently being serviced right now. They are going to be our 98th flight handled. Now, we are currently on day 15, but as long as we complete it before 8 a.m., we will be all good. We will definitely be all good. I think that it's going to be impeccable timing, to be honest with you. So, as long as we can get this completed, which I'm going to go on 3 times speed so that way we can get it done at least a little bit quicker, not too quickly. And I think we should be good. So, there's that, and then you should be finishing up boarding, and 99% boarded. That means you had 1 passenger remaining. Let me check. Were they were just coming from security. I find that funny. You just left security. You're like, oh, your flight left. It did? Oh. Damn it. I just love it. I love having like short moments like that. Then let's see. Star flights. You guys did arrive 11 minutes late. You have 107 passengers. Oy. Where is all your passengers at? There are a couple coming through security right now, which they all should be good. I don't think anyone over here will be having to worry. 100% boarded? Yes, 100% boarded. Perfect. Okay. That means that's going to make our 99th flight. And our final flight, Aerotime 6190, is now approaching. 148 passengers, which is a lot. I'm going to quickly highlight those passengers. I do see some are still coming through the entryway. Yikes. Okay. So let's hope they actually come through relatively quickly. Wait. Are some of them transferring? Oh, some passengers are coming over from the Aerotime flight onto this one. Okay. That's not bad. But let's see here. As long as they can go and get this done before 8 o'clock, which I believe they should. Yeah, they should have no issues now. Go on to the 2nd floor because that's where all the passengers are. For this flight, that is. 148. Yes! Okay. So we are completed. We have the scenario has been completed. And funny story, that's actually the first scenario that I have ever completed in Airport C or in SimAirport. I don't know why I was about to call it Sim Airport CEO. God damn it, I have that game too much on my mind right now. Anyway, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, in the nick of time, which we had less than an hour in game to go ahead and do, we have finally completed the SimAirport Green Peaks International scenario. I'm partially relieved that we did, but at the same time, I think that we could have excelled a bit further. That is, if we could go ahead and like put down more gates. That's kind of like one of the spirits with the scenario. I think that the scenario editor, the person who made the actual scenario, they should have had like a failed objective that says have more than one gate, and that would have just failed you right then and there. Um, but I do love that. I do love that regardless. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this short little mini series. It's not necessarily a large one, but I will put it in the books for now. If you guys want to see more SimAirport, let me know down in the comments, or if you want me to go and revisit Airport CEO, or we should just go ahead and leave it off as is and then go through with the Airports DLC on City Skylines, then by all means, we will do just that. Anyway, thanks you guys so much for watching once again. Have a good one, and ciao for now.